Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Two Point Museum, where we have discovered Wetlantis and also the Digital Nightmare, and we're going to plumb all of them for both of them, all of them, all two of them, for things that can earn us money. This kind of boy, this is a very, very cluttered area. I guess it's fine. I get people are doing okay, but I almost want to remodel the entryway to give us a little bit more space.
Everyone can tell.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it probably, but it really does feel overcrowded. Okay. So we are down pretty strongly last month. We have a lot of income, and we did sell a fish for an awful lot of money. I think we're gonna be okay.
Or they could escape with an exhibit. That was a close one.
Apparently a thief was just caught. Oh, we've encountered a dilemma at the Num Drop. The expedition is suddenly plunged into grave danger as a giant predator with teeth the size of buses gives chase. Well, we do have the survival skills to simply hide from it. Let's try that. Masquerading as a tour guide for a shoal of fish, the submarine manages to fool the predator and escape its wrath with heads held high.
Fish exhibit has swum its last length. There's plenty.
If they don't have a problem with tour guides, why were they picking on us in the first place? Okay, activate all buzz bonuses on 3 Wetlantian Ruins exhibits, so we're still working on that. $20,000 worth of donations for cold water fish will require us to have some cold water fish. This other stuff is basically done. All right, we got some expeditions coming back. Let's see what we got from the Marrows. It's a cod. Okay. I guess I was expecting something a little more exotic, perhaps? Weird? Something weirder.
Be a party, okay?
All right, let's pop this one open over here. So we had a hull leak. We were lost in some sea caves for a while, but we made it home. Okay, that's charming. Just a mop in the ocean. So this is a cold water fish. Helps to clean the aquarium, providing additional filter power, which is rad, and finds food on its own, so no dispenser required. It's just going to eat whatever is stuck to the glass.
The expedition team have returned.
Okay, so this is our cold water aquarium. Let's go ahead and throw you in there. That's right, I forgot we have all these tiger sharks. We have a lot of fish, y'all. Temperate climate, normal food, like flake food. We don't have any space left in this spot here. I don't think I have another temperate tank, but like I do want to show off another kind of fish. We could pull some of the duplicates out of here, I guess. Do we have fish here who are not pristine? Our seahorses are merely epic. But the seahorses also... Okay, the seahorses only take 1 space up. Are you a 1 space fish? It's actually not... It's still not easy to tell. Why did they not make this... Yeah, alright. So let's pull up a seahorse. 27 buzz. Throw in this cod. Okay, the cod is more than 1 space, so... The seahorse is already better buzz than the cod. We might have to just set up yet another tank. I don't know. Okay, hold on just a second. Sorry to do this. I gotta take a quick break. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Real life intrusions. So, if I want to display all this stuff, like we're talking about 2 more tanks, right? Because the tiger sharks can't be put in with anything smaller than them or they'll just eat it. And they're not the same climate anyway. So the capacity of this tank is large-ish. I'm debating where, like, how I want to space these. I think what I'm going to do here is buy this building, like, out to here. We'll start an aquarium against this wall. Once again, would be super, super cool to have any idea what capacity I'm creating for this thing. Throw a water filter in the back corner. Okay. And then we can potentially expand either one of these to fill this gap once we like have a sense of what we're doing. That is a 3, 6, that's like a 10. So this can be tiger sharks. Just set up a proper aquarium area over here. And in fact, we may as well, like, we could buy an egg cup here and we could just produce more tiger shark. What do y'all both want? You want any aquarium plant and you want there not to be a flake food dispenser. Well, I don't think that's a concern. Fresh food. Guests would probably like to see them eat because guests are weird and gross. And then this is a tropical tank. Right? Tropical? Yeah. It is over-filtered. It is overwhelming its filter already just with the two of them, so it's only going to get worse. Okay, and then we got to put some stuff in here. I mean, I think we'll go ahead and egg cup because I don't necessarily plan to put anything else, any other fish in. And so we might get lucky here and just get ourselves another thing that we could perhaps sell to a collector, maybe. Some aquarium ruins, give a little bit of filter power, and it's not really much decoration for how expensive they are. Just sort of like checkerboard the floor here. It is expensive to decorate an aquarium. Jesus. Okay, that gives a good chunk. We're running much shorter than I thought we were going to. Obviously, the egg cup is big. It's a big investment. I don't know, a rock? There we go. So that's got them all buzzed out then. Okay. And I guess we're going to be building the tank for the other fish later. Sometime in the future.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio.
Let's go ahead and put
How's
one of
it
these
going?
up.
This is Ricky Hawthorne talking out loud
Because
on 2 Point Radio. The sound of 2 Point.
I think we're going to put another tank over here.
Was a sound. I'd like to think it'd sound like beautiful music. A bit like this.
We've unlocked the Temple of the Blobs. By admitting 10 Wetlandian guests. I didn't even realize this was here. On this picturesque isle sits an ancient shrine to the most blobby of fish. The blobfish has been sacred to Wetlandians since the dawn of watery time. Not super cheap to go here. There is only a single type of temperate fish here, and I guess I can figure what it might be. Seems like it could be the blobfish. We do not have any level 8 marine life experts. Oh, and this is on the prehistoric map, which is part of why I didn't see it. Okay. Well, we'll get there. We don't have the money to send anybody out on anything
Feel
right
like
now.
you have to make a donation, but you don't. It just feels that way.
And then, yeah, we'll set up another temperate tank over here once we can afford to do so. We just got to let stuff roll in for a bit. We're definitely going to want to set up some like vending machines and stuff too. So it doesn't have to be huge. We can expand it later, right? Let's throw in, it's a flake food tank. And it needs a filter, and it should only need the one filter for right now. And that ought to be good enough for the cod, right? Temperate climate, flake food, yeah. Okay, so Sabrina Eastgate celebrating her new rank. We had a health inspection while I wasn't paying attention, and apparently there was litter. Who dares? I'll kill every one of them. All right, you know how we feel about this. I put bins everywhere.
It should
Set up
go without
like
saying, but here goes.
morsel man machine.
Bones, fossils, or other prehistoric memorabilia.
Benches. Benches are further down. That's right. I don't really need to be told where the edge of the property is right now. Oh no. Our museum was vandalized. I clicked show, and it took me over here. Did they vandalize the info stand, or I'm not clear. I'm not clear what's supposed to have happened, but I'm sure it'll get handled. Okay, so that'll be more donations. This is affecting everything, right? Yeah. Okay. Should be fine. And then there's the coffee stand right there. But also, you know, some people don't like coffee. It's right here with all the other stuff. And then we can put down a couple of benches. All right. Now that we have a nice sitting area, it probably does make sense to put like a map thing over here. I already did, right? Yeah, I put a map stand. I was a little leery of the kiosk because I'm trying not to bring on even more employees.
Medical attention.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we have some resources now. Let's get some more expeditions going. First things first, obviously, we have more work to do here. What was the unlock condition there? Display a blue mackerel. Well, let's go find one then. So our digital expert and a level 5 marine life expert with fish whispering. Suppose it ought to be cat fish stick. Is this where we're using our last survey scanner? Yeah, that's probably worthwhile. And then we definitely need to build more survey scanners. That is a thing of some import. We're running out to a lot of new nodes lately, so we are going to burn through these things pretty quickly. Okay, for some reason I'm still being told the requirements are not met, even though they definitely are.
Asked questions.
So the button doesn't
Not
update.
sure when the museum closes. I've never made it that far.
That's charming. That's adorable. Okay, so we had people searching Num Drop because we need cold water fish. Yeah, we need at least one more cold water fish, probably more than one. Oh, well, we also have to do an analysis, so... yeah, set up the expedition. Let's send... We need you and Kelpie, probably? Would seem. And then we could use rank cheese, I suppose, to offset this if I had any. Oh, it's a it's a $12,000 expedition in any case.
Staff should see medical attention in the museum before going to a hospital.
Maybe we should set up another staff area, actually, because like it's getting to be the case that this part of the museum is pretty far away from the existing staff area. Also, there should definitely be bathrooms over here. Without question, there should be bathrooms. Oh, right. I was going to start an expedition. We definitely have the money now. So you and one of these, go get them.
Expedition team leaving for thorough investigation. They may be some.
All right, so I think what I'm going to do then is expand the building. Oh. That's weird. We're going to expand the building like this much. Bam. All right, open crate. What do we got? Well, there's your blue mackerel, practically worthless, enough to stave off hunger. One assumes this is a reference to the mechanics of the game, and also it is not blue, even like the slightest little bit. So that's interesting. I do believe we are going to be expanding this aquarium now that I've realized that I didn't run the previous expansion all the way out to the edge of the museum. I mean, I was going to pump this up anyway, but I thought I had at least gotten us back to the back wall. Then we got to decorate. We got to decorate this one too. Man, there's a lot of stuff to spend money on, it turns out. Wants to share an aquarium with another blue mackerel. You know, I'll see what I can do. The cod wants to share the aquarium with another cod. Listen, there's room for both of those things to happen here, if we all play our cards right. Okay, so let's let that happen. We've unlocked the Gale Cliffs. Now, I know that look on your face. Too long on the open water, eh? Yeah, you start to feel a little mad after a while. Nothing a good sleep won't fix. But if you really want to head out at night, you'll need to make a fathomless winch in your workshop. Careful, though. People have seen strange things at night. But hey, if you're seeing strange things, maybe you're not seeing them the right way. Maybe they're not so strange after all. Okay. So, anglers should expect falling rocks and an antagonistic sea serpent, but shouldn't allow them to ruin the fishing. Okay, 2 levels of Button Master needed to avoid the serpent here, and I do feel like it's pretty important we do that. This requires us to complete 3 expeditions with a fathomless winch. Alright, let's go see about a fathomless winch.
Someone should probably help them.
Not even allowed to look while we're building the survey scanners. Fine. Alright, we're slowly receiving our donations.
Learning a new skill
I
can be
should
like banging a
decorate.
square hole into your round head. I'll never forget my old math teacher, Mr. Piper Bagman, explaining subjects to me again and again in exactly the same way. He was so frustrated by my inability to know what he meant that he snapped his pencil in half. And that was the day I understood fractions. Well, it's only the most I've ever understood fractions. It's
Wow,
teachers
that
like
was
that who make
easy.
learning come alive.
Maybe some things affect decoration way more than I was expecting. The treasure chest has filter power on it too. That's pretty handy. I guess I can send out, in the meantime, we can send out another expedition just to this location. We still haven't even seen all of the things that you can find here. And also we should be generating XP for people, and also we should be, you know, continuing to fill out the thing. So I probably do want to use one more survey scanner. Yeah, go on, y'all.
Expeditions may be exhausting.
Okay, another exhibit quality down, which is a real shame. It's a nigiri. I didn't realize you could just catch those. The good news is its sale price does not reduce when dead. This is a food grade exhibit. Well, okay, we'll
There's a
just
crate on the helipad.
throw it in the tank with you and give it some food. This tank currently does not have a food dispenser. Nope, flake food. Okay. You hate fresh food dispensers and you want aquarium rocks. We'll totally get that stuff taken care of. Let me finish decorating because it'll send up the buzz, obviously. We'll see if that's good enough. So, add items to room. They want some aquarium rocks. Aquarium rocks we can do.
Attention. Thieves have been prevented from escaping.
So was it the treasure chest that like really sent the other one off? I mean, the treasure chest is big. It is a lot actually. And then like some tall tubular aquarium coral. Everybody loves that. Some of this stuff. We got ourselves a new zapper, which is cool. All right, Kim Squid Ink leveled up, which is probably a big deal, although I don't know exactly what I want to give him right off the bat here. Okay, so... Was I heading back here? I mean, it doesn't necessarily seem like we're going to need it. We only got to 44, really?
Yes, feeling bored.
25 and 19. Sure enough. Well, we certainly have plenty of room for another fish. So let's make that happen. We also have to... Is it perform an analysis? Or... Yeah, we also have to do an analysis. So I guess we need 2 more fish. Do I want to survey scan this area? At this point, it's probably not necessary anymore. Right, we'll push it over the next level without spending the scanner.
The expedition team are leaving now. Please
Okay,
say
so we got
goodbye.
these 2 running. Yeah, let's look at that. Winch. Converts dredge POIs to nighttime, changing exhibits and events.
The
Huh.
expedition team have returned. Some of them, anyway.
It's expensive. It's an expensive thing to build. Alright, that's been leveled up to pristine. Cat is so close to level 6. And that's like a pretty good blue mackerel. Alright, and that'll give us some buzz over here. And then, I mean, we may as well try to go back and get another cod. And also, you know, it would be cool if we found one of those sea monsters. Maybe you need the, maybe you need the winch to make this place function that way. We definitely don't need a survey scanner. So I guess just expedition journal. It's expensive. It's fine. We're getting important stuff.
Donations.
But I do want to now try to save up and get
Donation stands are
cash for, what do you call it? Where are donation stands full? Okay, over here. Yeah, I wanna build a couple of winches. And like everything else consumable, I'm gonna build them in a group of 3 because it makes me feel better, even though we don't get any kind of discount. So if I only have 1, then I'm going to be all like, oh, do I want to use my last one on this? If I have 3, I can be cavalier with them. Does that make sense psychologically? I have no idea. Okay, our monthly profit is pretty good. The money's coming in really fast. I will say that. We could probably afford to do a little bit more hiring. It sounds like we need at least 1 more security guard. since somebody got away with a vandalism, and also our stuff's not getting pulled in quick enough. Our donation bins are not getting emptied quick enough. Y'all, could you please hurry it the fuck up? Yeah, I would love to do an exhibit showcase. Do we have room? Yeah, we still have room to just put this down in the spot that we use for these things, where it's automatically max decorated. Yeah. All right, can we please push over the 30K so that I can press this button and stop thinking about it? All right. The next thing we're going to do is set up a new bathroom because we do need it pretty badly.
The expedition team are back to make up for lost time. Don't distract them.
All right. Got ourselves a pristine wet wiper. Rare specimen with higher buzz and breeding chance. Yep. Okay. Pretty cool. We will, of course, place it in the tank immediately. Wants any aquarium shells. Okay. We can make that happen. I can add a single aquarium shell to the tank. Where at? Right. Yeah, this tank. That makes sense. It makes sense that that would be the one. The Department of Culture is going to evaluate the entire collection. Yeah, that's fair. I think they should be pretty happy with what they see. I think we're going to do well in that. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to build a bathroom over here. I think we're going to need a bathroom over here. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. It's actually too expensive to place as many toilets as I initially intended. Hold on, we'll get there. I'll just let this run while I'm setting up, and the money will come in.
Mess on the floor. Robo janitor. Dryer on the fritz. Robo janitor.
It's weird for that to unselect. Then, you know, sinks. These are important. Trash bin. Motivational poster about hand washing. Okay, there you go. That's a bathroom, and I think we needed it. I'm going to grab a high-level expert and just drop them on top of this tank. Who is... Okay, in theory, Cat's in the tank already. Cat is on it.
Janitor, what would we do without you?
Why did the buzz over here just decrease and then increase? I thought I was catching somebody in the act of vandalizing the thing, but in fact, you're just taking a selfie.
Yes, I suppose
Okay.
you would. Robo janitor.
Problem solved.
From Bungle Technologies.
I need to analyze a cold water exhibit, so I guess it probably should be the extra wet wiper in here. Sorry, friend. And then with that done, we also have a crate. It's a beautiful cod. Okay. Those two cod are sharing an exhibit. Look at how much buzz this exhibit's generating.
Should remain cautious when learning about alien life norms.
Okay. And we have a winch. So, if I go in here with a winch. Ah, yes, it converts it to nighttime, changing exhibits and events. So we end up with a night angler here. There's a miasma, an aberrant water spout, And if we can bring somebody with 2 levels of fish whispering, we can get a perfect catch. So I need this button master skill quite badly. Let's train our digital expert in mastery of buttons. Required to make power-ups in workshop. Sure, Button Master is the name of a games console where the games be happening, but it's also a way of life. A true Button Master knows combos, secret exits, and how to work a bungle DVD player from the dawn of the previous decade. Seems important. I'm assuming nobody else can be trained in... No other experts can be trained in that. Alright, we had some place where there was 2 levels of a thing required.
Aquarium is dirty. That can't
I
be
can't
good for
remember where. Yes, okay, your food is... Okay, your food level is
fish.
rising.
Announcement, our conservation standards.
Oh, right, I did add a bunch of extra fish. I suppose I should increase the amount of filtration going on in this tank. Glad I fixed that before the inspection hit. Alright, so we'll get a level of Button Master on you. Hopefully we'll get this... We'll just... When you hit level 5, we'll just put a second level of it up. Yeah. And then we're making enough money here. We can afford to start a next set of expeditions, and we are looking for Wetlantian ruins in particular. We're most of the way done with this. That'll just lead to more cold water fish, though. If we want some ruins, we need to attract 1 more Wetlantian guest through marketing, which we're very close to. Or we need to earn another $50,000 from our gift shop. Well, I mean, we're working on it. That other POI might unlock at, like, literally any moment.
Announcement. Children should be clean and not form herds.
Okay, I guess I agree that children should not form herds. That seems like odd behavior for a child, and I would worry about that child. Oh, right, I was going to hire some more people, because we definitely need more people.
Caught in the act. What a bad guest.
Lester Fossil, welcome aboard. I do not currently have a camera room, but I think we're probably going to establish one, and you will certainly be needed at that time. Okay, we finished training. So, let's check out... So what does this one look like at night? Still need 2 levels of Button Master to escape the serpent. Okay. Well, show me nighttime at the Marrows. So we go you, and I think we have, yeah, Kim Squid Ink can avoid the miasma. We sadly do not have enough levels to beat the water spout, and because we're bringing the winch, we can't first aid kit it. So we are guaranteed to take an injury here. But very curious what we shall receive.
Prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
Okay. Aside from that, we're pretty much just waiting for the buzz bonuses here. I do think we need another
Analysis complete.
marine life expert.
Anything good?
Somebody with... you know, I don't know if rapid restoration affects this stuff. Affects the refilling of the tanks. I will hope so. Refill that food dispenser. We unlocked Cold Spot Cave. But like I said, this is just more fucking cold fish. And I'm maybe a little bit not so interested in going after that right now. I think for one thing, we're just kind of like waiting on this to fire. We could probably get another interactive exhibit over here. Let's see about another one of these tuna forks things, because they seem to seem to be really into those. And then we're obviously going to have to build more winches as well.
Guests are reminded that dinosaur bones used to be surrounded by dinosaur.
I almost want to, hold on. Our campaign ran out. That's not ideal. Please perform this campaign again. There we go. Exhibits were in good condition. All fish were healthy. Poorly decorated analysis rooms. How dare you? Poorly decorated. Oh, I guess the analysis room. There are filing cabinets. Okay, I could maybe stand to do slightly better on that one. Let's, I guess, fix it now while I'm thinking about it. So, we don't have a lot of decorations available here. We could pick some up. Do any of these really help? Ooh, a server cabinet gives 10% analysis power. Let's speed things up a little bit. And then... I mean, everybody loves a whiteboard. In case you need to communicate things to the viewers and your lab mate at the same time. Another one of these, and then there's not much in the way of like actual decoration. Map of the county. Not good enough. Weird old crate. I mean, we're running out of wall space here. How close are we to... Oh, boy. The answer is not. I really want to get it up to 5, but I don't know exactly what they're looking for. I mean, I could just set up a bunch of clustered server cabinets in the center of the room, right? What about an analysis microscope? We'll just put this right next to the thing here. It's not clear to me which side's the front. And then... Those seriously didn't push it over? Come on. Alright, I'm replacing one of them with another server cabinet, which we don't have as many of those. There it is. Incredibly expensive to set up, but worth it.
Now a spot of news.
Alright, what did we pull? Aside from a terrible injury. Okay, that's a cool musical sting. An aberration, a corrupted specimen that causes panic when analyzed, cannot be farmed in the museum. It is of strange origin. Temperate flake food. 3 heads writhe and struggle in unison. 3 mouths hang agape, but then close shut together. 3 lives lived as one. 1 fate, bound to many. Put that in my inventory for the moment.
A sizable bid from Jumbo McNally for the Hogsport Lighthouse.
Should
McNally
I
had hoped to install the lighthouse
sell
in a
one of
new
these?
fire-like wing of the Jumbo
Maybe.
Museum for display to select patrons.
I
Instead,
do think we unlocked Uptown Wetlantis, so that's good. That's one of the things we were waiting on. I do think that this is maybe another aquarium. This time, make sure I start at the wall. Right, let's buy out a little bit of space here and don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but something like this maybe. And filter in the back, I suppose. Got another like weird dark spot here. All right, and this thing is temperate and flake food, right? All right, temperate and flake food. So, you know, it probably doesn't subsist on flesh. That's something. Out of curiosity, is there a way to put this down so that it's affecting all of the tanks? No. If I'm going to put stuff over here, I'm going to have to give it its own donation and knowledge stands. That's fine. We can absolutely do that. I'm sure we'll end up doing more stuff over here. This will end up being worth it. Yeah, the lighting is really accentuating the fish, I guess is how I'll put that. Sorry, I should be doing interior decorations. Blobfish ruins. Is there anything here that we want to grab? Oh, a cool aquarium wreck. A fish's boat. Now. That's 1,000 kudosh. I'm going to do it. It seems cool. How expensive? It's $1,000 also of real life money to put down, but it looks cool. It's got one of those winches on it. It provides filter power. It's not nearly as much as I was hoping. Okay, let's do some of this. We'll put up these tall plants. A treasure chest. Everybody loves a treasure chest, apparently. There we go.
And we'll continue
yeah, the lighting situation is actually working very well for this horrifying fish monster.
Unreasonable, unfair, and undiplomatic.
Okay, and our person jumped into the...
Food and drink at alarmingly affordable prices.
There we go. Our person jumped into the bandage box without having to be prodded, which I really appreciate.
Expedition team returning light on crew members. I knew they'd forget something.
Okay, we didn't actually lose anybody on any of that, did we? I think we had somebody injured. Alright, so there's another obstruction up ahead, requiring 2 janitors and a marine life expert. We need a route through an underwater cave to make it safely to Soggy Grotto. I'm a little surprised at how much more down-scrolling is available here. We can't make a trip out to either of these right now, although the second I said that, we immediately earned a bunch of money. Alright, let's go ahead and make a run to the Wetlantian Ruins place. So, marine life expert and assistant. We would love somebody who has, yeah, like Winston Legend, and then an assistant with piloting skill would be good. Survey scanners. Really kind of just blow the doors off here. Alright. That's like the perfect expedition.
But not everything has to be a party, okay?
Are you okay there, friend? Seems to have been maybe hypnotized? Hold on. A little panicked. Just a little bit. Do we need to have something that's going to increase happiness over here to keep people from being driven mad by the fish?
Exhaustive expeditions may be exhausting.
I'm not actually even sure how we would do that, to be honest with you. Okay, while we have a little bit of downtime, we may as well produce some more survey scanners. We have a guest from Roderick, a visit from Roderick Cushion, which I have no idea what to do with.
No one takes our stuff.
We're getting our donations slowly but surely. I should probably go get more cold water fish. I know I was kind of waiting on our digital expert to get out of the bandage box. Okay, it costs 21,000 or 22,000. There we go. I have a real knack for trying to set up an expedition just before we are able to afford it. In this freezing cold pocket, the temperature drops lower than should be allowed by all that is good and natural, but it's the unique byproduct of converging thermal currents, or something. It's really too cold to pay attention. So, in order to avoid going MIA, we're going to need Kim Squid Ink on this one. We don't have access to survey, nor do we have double choppy water, but we could train Kelpie or Cat, probably Kelpie, in a second level of fish whispering before we go. Let's do that.
Expert to reception. We have a phone.
So, Kelpie damp, more fish whispering. Conducting a tour at the moment, that's a shame. Okay, and that's a bunch of money. All right, hopefully this will help keep people entertained while they're over here. I might want to put up, you know what, I am going to put up a little map display here as well. Okay. I was going to say, wow, is that training done already? But no, the training is just about to start, actually.
Excuse the exhibit that requires restoration.
Okay. A real piece of Whatlantis dredged up from the depths. Contributes an additional +1 knowledge. Must be placed outside. Yeah.
It's not there.
I feel like, wow, okay, that's very large. Well, it's a good thing we didn't build all the way to the edge of the lot then. Which side is the little plaque on? Ah, it's on this side, okay. It's facing here. So we have some decoration already. We want to be near any kind of kiosk. Well, now that's an interesting thought. But aside from that, decoration level's already really high. Well, I mean, I can set up a, we can set up like coffee stand out here, right? Is that a good idea? People like a hot coffee in the afternoon sun. Doesn't have to make sense. Just has to be present. I mean, sure. And then, to be perfectly honest, we've probably needed another assistant for some time. You're delightful. We'll take on a person who's delightful. Okay.
For certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared.
So we need to activate the buzz bonuses on
See, not
3 of these things. So we just need to get one more. And there is one more different one available here. So we wanted Winston Legend and, of course, Polyocean. And at this point, do we need a survey scanner? You know, survey scanner gets the place up to normally producing pristine stuff, so we don't have to always send people in detailed mode anymore.
expedition team leaving for thorough investigation. They may
Okay,
be
and we're
some-
almost done with that training. Is somebody coming to collect this?
It requires restoration. It really is a shambles.
Okay, there we go. Where is the exhibit that requires restoration? I don't see it, and it makes me a tiny bit nervous. So one thing I'm thinking is that maybe I could shuffle this forward a little bit, and we could put a little bit of backstage space over here, and tuck a camera room and like an employee, a staff room in here. And in this area, they can probably just use the... Well, I was going to say they could probably just use the restroom that's for everybody, but it does actually appear to be
Team have returned with something special.
under use
It's about time.
pretty heavily. Alright, this thing is, I mean, they'll get to it. Somebody will get to it. Hopefully somebody will get to it. We don't actually have all that many experts out of the museum right now. Not like an unusual amount, so... restocking food dispensers. Okay, it looks like he's on it and in the area. He's headed in. Marino, if Marino Comfortable can't handle it, nobody can. Gosh, look at all this money that's piled up.
Something from one of our listeners.
I guess having to
Manny, near
having to
Swift.
take some breaks from exploration will I suppose do that. So we need to put 3 people in who have a combined rank of 20 to avoid potential cave collapse. Right now, the best we can do is like 17, 18 because we have a 6. Not quite there, and we don't know for sure that we need to push past this anyway, right? It's not necessarily critical. Okay, so Kelpie Damp can hook us up with the perfect catch. We can avoid that. And if we take this into detailed mode, 2 of these 3 events will happen. So it's possible we'll whiff the perfect catch anyway, because we could get hull leak plus choppy water, unfortunately. If we had rank cheese, the rank cheese would allow us to avoid this, and we could guarantee the good stuff, but we don't. And so this is what we're going to have to settle for.
Nice. Ricky, I always listen to you in the car. Thanks
It's
for
currently
making
being
driving
refilled.
a
It has
little
been
less
refilled.
dull. Oh no, Manny. Thank you.
And we're
You see,
continuing to
when
pump
I'm
out
shut
survey
in this
scanners, which is
dark
probably a
room
good
with
idea.
The blinking lights and that rusty smell. Really, I feel transported all over.
We
this
do
place.
have
I'm on a beach.
an interactive display that we haven't used yet. We could throw a Meat Wizard machine in there just to have one, you know, even if we don't end up doing any Meat Wizard related expeditions. Who doesn't love Meat Wizard? It's a classic for a reason. Okay, cool. Another piece. Yeah, intimidating deters criminal activity. I appreciate that, actually. Another very large piece for our very large outside area. And how is this one? Where's the... Okay, so the plaque on this one is on the side. I wonder if... Put this right here? No, I can't quite. I mean, it works right here. It's fine right here. It's not awesome. Maybe I want to turn it around like this. Well, but like people are going to be looking at it immediately as they come out. So it wants to be near an info stand, near any marine life exhibit. And it is considering itself to be near a marine life exhibit right now. Also wants to be near seating and a bin. I mean, that's absolutely doable. We can throw some benches out here. Feel free to luxuriate. Enjoy your souvenirs, whatever. Drinking fountains. Put some drinking fountains down. I guess you can't drinking fountain outside? It appears not. Okay, and then it also needs to be renamed. The Archway Ruins, the bottom half of something really cool. Something. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have something just of something cool. Okay, and that is covered. So all we have to do is wait for people to bring in more donations. And I mean, there's another almost 2,000 right here. Unfortunately, we also have to be on the lookout for bogeymen.
Frequently asked questions. The museum cannot provide spaceship parking at this time.
But again, so many of our exhibits are not even really
The expedition team are
stealable.
back. I have a good feeling about this one.
But it feels like kind of not a big deal. All right. I think we should be able to run another one of these nighttime exhibits here. Or another one of these nighttime expeditions, rather. Magnus Power has recovered from the water spout injury. And we are avoiding illness. We're not. Right. Kim is on the other expedition. Well, you know, actually, maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine. Our level 2... Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Exactly the 2 people you'd want to bring on this are on the other expedition. I guess Marino. Get in here. Because you'll gain some happiness when one of these bad things happens. And then also, we're trying to push somebody to level 8.
Thieves have been prevented from escaping.
Alright, we're doing well. People are getting caught. Roderick Cushion thanked us for their visit to the museum. They enjoyed it so much they've donated a statue of themselves. Do they think this counts as an exhibit? So now we have a Roderick bust. Well, I mean, it has buzz. I guess we'll put it in the lobby. It just needs to be near an info stand. Oh, you can't, because these entries are so close together. I can't quite do this. But here, we'll put it here. The decoration level here is not good. I guess I should probably put it inside near more objects. How's this? Decoration level's still pretty low on this side of the room. Yeah, that's better. That works. A depiction of actor Roderick Cushion that's stiff, like the real thing. What a weird... I don't even know what it was
And that's
that we
because
got
it
that
is.
for. I really need my security guards to be more on top of this stuff. I will say, this area looks nicer now that it's a little bit more filled out. It was very strange with just the one exhibit. And look at that. Level 30 museum. Alright, so for the moment, we're just waiting. This isn't even going to get us our 4th star. This is the penultimate stage here. I could have put some more effort into getting cold water fish. I mean, I guess I'm doing it now.
Attention. Donation stands are full of money and unable to hold more.
Okay. We could always just put down more donation stands in the areas that keep overfilling. I mean, it's like a fine way to do things. Okay, so we offset the exhibit quality bonuses here and found a leopard shark, which feels like a pretty easy thing to make after you've made the tiger shark from a what do you call it? An asset design perspective. So unfortunately, pescatarian. Go to my
The
inventory for a moment.
expedition are back on dry land.
Let's send out another expedition to that same spot using the same folks. All right, let's see if we can discover what the other thing is before I go setting up another cold water tank.
Exhibit has been retrieved from thieves. No one takes our stuff.
Okay. The thieves are getting a little a little further. Now they're actually getting to the point of getting their hands on the exhibits.
Attention, returning expedition team is incomplete. The good news.
Incomplete, in the sense that somebody got injured, or it got an illness. Okay, Magnus Power has brought home a grotesque mackerel, corrupted scales and bulbous eyes, like nothing you've ever seen before. And it looks like it'll fit just fine in
Is some of them
the exhibit with the other aberrant fish. Okay, cool. We got some real spooky fish over here. Okay, you're on donation collection. Excuse me. Donation collection? How?
security guard at empty donation stand. There's money in it for you.
Buddy? Okay. Well, our people are not being the most responsive to my concerns. I do wonder if that's because we're paying them poorly. Could be, could be. Alright, I don't want to mess with things too much. Let's let this come back. We should probably be pumping out more winches over here. Okay, we are in fact going to have to just put down more donation bins. It's crazy that our security guards are so bad at collecting from them. Oh man, this is not really an area where that's easy to do. Oh, bloody hell. I mean, the security guard is currently pulling money from that one, so I guess it's not like a big deal.
Work now.
But yeah, I think we just need, as much as I hate to solve this problem by just throwing money at it, we certainly do have money to throw. We just need more security guards. Like it's just not enough. We just don't have enough people. And like I said, it seems like criminals are getting a little bit further in stealing our stuff. They're not making it out of the museum with anything, but having a couple more eyes on the floor is maybe helpful. Setting up the camera room obviously also will be helpful. Kelpie Damp is nearly leveled up. And we got a spider crab. Does whatever a spider crab does. Cold water, fresh food, creates more mess than usual, but doesn't actually like attack the other. So like, hold on. If I send this to my other cold water tank, well, the thing is it wants fresh food, but one of my other fish doesn't want there to be a fresh food dispenser. So maybe I do need to set up a another cold water tank. You're pescatarian, but that only matters if the spider crab is a smaller actual size category, right? Which unfortunately, as far as I can tell, we can't see from this interface. Okay, this tank has plenty of room. Spider crab is a 1. And the shark is certainly going to be a 3, right? Yeah, so we definitely can't place them together. I can accept just losing. We certainly have room here. I can accept just losing a single buzz bonus. 2 buzz bonuses because you don't like to share an aquarium with a wet wiper. Is it the wet wiper who hates the food dispenser? No, it's the nigiri who does. That's really awkward. I really don't need to be running 2 cold water, non-monster tanks, and then also running another monster tank. And it's just, fish are so fucking picky, you know? And over here, they still haven't bred yet. I just... Farming frequency low. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Well, we're going to have to build some more tanks. So let's talk about rearranging things to create another little backstage area here. Another little employees-only refuge. I can move this to here without being disruptive, it looks like.
Limited time. Roachburger meals now include a free Roachburger character for free.
Okay. And then we also want to move this up because it's very important to me that they be even. Doesn't matter to anyone else, including the game. Matters to me. Okay. Can I do that without it being a problem? It does seem like I'm coming pretty close to the edge of the helipad. Okay.
Here constantly.
That looks like it should be fine. Now we want to create... So the downside of a camera room here, obviously, is that it does... Are you exactly the right size for your fish? You are. It's a little awkward for somebody to like see something going on and run all the way over here. So I'd like to provide a more direct route. I don't really know how I would do that at this point. I guess there can be an exterior door. Maybe. Maybe. If I were to edit this building so as to place an exterior door. Right here, just barely fitting. And then we go... not a training room. I need a staff room and a camera room. So staff room's got to be 3x2. Camera room. Well, I had to actually build the staff room. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be enough, right? I'll decorate it in a second. And then throw a camera room back here as well. Also, only has to be 3x2. There's almost enough space even for another thing. All right. Camera desk. Alarm bell. Place to get a drink. Really hard to put this inside for some reason. Big window on the wall. They love a big window. There we go. Decoration level 2. Okay, and then put like a tiny little bathroom. You know, just because, like, yeah, because the guests, they're disgusting. They're like wild animals. Actually, place this a little closer to the door, and that way we can put a bin in here as well. Y'all know how I feel about that. And then we foundation wall this area, throw an employees only door on it. And foundation wall right here, and throw an employees only door on it. Okay. There we go. And then this we can build this out a little bit more because it probably does deserve to have at least a snack table and a desk where people can like play games or whatever, a little garbage bin because there must always be a garbage bin. Water cooler? Water cooler doesn't quite fit with all the other stuff. Water cooler. Okay, it's cozy. It's the cozy room. It's fine. They're going to love it. Okay, just an extra little spot. And that way when people see things from the camera room, they can run a kind of more or less straight line all the way out to the other side of the goddamn world. Well, I mean, so okay. Is this a good enough? Where's the outer power line? Okay, it looks like we're cool running cameras even out to this room, and this room is where I would want them to be. Like if we put a camera stand somewhere, we can keep an eye on all the Wetlandian stuff pretty easily. And again, I'm not like super worried about the fish. So then my only other thought is that it would be nice for there to be one out here. It doesn't quite reach the other exhibits. In fact, it doesn't. I can't get these to attach to the exterior walls at all, which is strange. It kind of makes me wonder if there is any risk to the alfresco exhibits at all if the cameras kind of don't work on them, you know? Put this down like that. Okay. So we have that, and then we can also put down a camera thing over here. Doesn't quite have vision. There we go. This has vision of the exhibit and the donation bin and the fish forks machine, which is apparently incredibly popular and thus would probably be worth something on the arcade black market, right? You could steal one of those machines and sell it somewhere. All right, and this gives people a place to rest so they don't have to walk all the way to the far corner when they want to chill out. So hopefully we'll have less of a problem with people getting their jobs done over here. Plus, this makes it a little bit easier for them to connect from one side to the other. I wonder if... Nah, it's probably fine. I was going to say, do we need an exterior door for the backstage area on this side? But they can just take this door and out through there. It's fine.
The roach burglar.
We do have one security guard with the camera room qualification. Hopefully is on top of it. Monthly profit 30K, but that still takes us negative because, y'all, I spent some money. That said,
Prehistoric period was absolutely ages ago.
I guess with all that done, actually, I should be calling it for the day. We still are having things not get picked up in time. This room could bear a second bin. Oh, if I had money, it could. Well, hold on. We'll just wait a second. When somebody picks up one of the donation stands, we'll be able to afford to put down a new one. Okay. And then this room's a little bit light on the fun. It looks like I did see that kid all upset. So you know what? Maybe this room gets the Meat Wizard machine. I was kind of wondering what to do with this wall space over here. Maybe this is our little arcade installation. The county's first best game of all time. Meat Wizard. It just wants to be near some decorations. Any decorations? Do we have like digital related? Okay, well, I mean, there's a banner. This way for Meat Wizard. Just so we all know, this is where the Meat Wizard is. And then kind of can't believe that's the only that's the only thing that exists, but fine. So then some more general decorations. I mean, listen, we could still just put like some fish type stuff up here. A shark is a kind of meat wizard. I think that's inarguable. For meat wizard, follow the sharks. Yeah, that's something. And then also, we can put down... I'm not allowed to like tuck the mural behind the aquarium, unfortunately. Have just like a hanging jellyfish between the two tanks. I mean, we can do more decals. There's not really that much marine life stuff. The decals feel... Doing more decals feels silly. But I really don't... I kind of don't know what else to do here. I want this thing to be at maximum buzz. Okay, there we go. And we decorate the space behind it with a waterfall wall, which is a little sketchy considering that that's a, you know, an electronic machine. But like the waterfall wall, it's all contained. Right? We just got to make sure nothing ever goes wrong. And also the machine is clearly in the water. You know what? It's fine.
Restock gift shop, please.
We unlocked Meat Wizard 2 by displaying 25 digital buzz. Adventures into the Digiverse may require a variety of different expertise. Expeditions to Meat Wizard 2 seem to require a fantasy expert. In the digital world, they call that a tutorial. Okay, and here I have to employ a wizard with 12 intelligence. Rewards, Meat Wizard. Undiscovered Meat Wizard. Wonderful. Okay, anyway. I really gotta stop. We're doing good work here. We're getting things sorted out. People need to go to the bathroom. There's a bathroom. You're fine. An exhibit was stolen. Well, it does look like our security guard here is... He's pepper sprayed something. Okay. I guess he figured out who it was. They were incognito, clearly. All right, people, please give generously, even though the donation bins keep filling up. It's crazy that this one is not getting picked up enough because you would think this would be where people are, security guards are all the time. But I guess it's also where all of the other people are all of the time. And that is a little bit of a problem. We are just going to have to put down another thing here. I had to find the right spot where it has like line of sight to as many of the exhibits as possible. Okay, it's weird to ask them to go back to the lobby. And I do worry about the flow of them walking back out here and then, you know, maybe not going back inside. But it's fine. We're doing it. The Department of Culture is pleased to inform you that one of our representatives will be visiting your museum to evaluate its security measures. Well, we just installed some of those, so hopefully we pass. Whew. All right. Anyway, for real, y'all, that's where it's going to end for today. I get so sucked into this game. It's very good. When you come back next time, we are absolutely earning that 4th star and then forging bravely onward in the night with the weirdest fish you can imagine toward a 5th. And we'll see you then.